of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Kizer now on 2nd down. Underneath for Miller. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kizer. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun. Here's Kizer. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second down, Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jackson. Finds Roberts left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one short.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On second down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Kaiser from the gun on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 1st and 10. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Mercilus in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 2nd down, Jackson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Miller with 1st down and more. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, Kaiser finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Jackson now. A final shot before break. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Shifts by him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
To throw, Kaiser. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Back now in Houston. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Turner, he juked him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On second down now, Turner. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Flushed out right. He finds Roberts, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
All right, now lucky 56.
Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them? Or do you...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. Lamar Miller, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over, 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 over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read up.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles...